Alright, welcome back. In this lesson, we'll design this ad, really beautiful Fanta ad, and design from scratch to finish. And without any further ado, let's get started. First, we're going to create a new canvas, and I'm going to be using the following dimension. The width would be 080 by 1375. Okay, the resolution is going to be 305. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do here is to create a shape. I'm going to create a shape layer. And how do I do that? It's easy. I'll come here, click on this. I want to draw a rectangle like so. So I drew a rectangle, and I'll be using the following for this rectangle. I'll be using FAB045 as my color code. Okay. Then after this, I'm going to create a gradient by simply clicking on this place. Click on this, click on gradients, and click here. And I'm going to fill my gradients with this. I'm going to fill it with this color code FB9974. This is okay, and I'm going to click OK, and looks fine to me. Okay, it looks really fine. And okay, hold on. So I think I might have to repeat the same thing here. FB9974. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, this works. And I'll click OK. And I'm going to change my style to radial. I'm going to change it to radial, and it looks pretty fine. I'll click OK, and I have to change this to screen. Yeah, this is what I want. Now the next thing we are going to do here is we're going to import the pictures we'll be working with. First, these are the pictures that I'll be working with here. I have them saved here already, images, and I have this, I have this, I have this, I have this. I'm going to import them all at once. Alright, so I'm going to bring in my island first and foremost, drag it here, and it looks good. I'm going to drag the other one. I don't need this anymore, so I'm going to close it. Drag the other island here, it looks good, and place it in front. So this is what I want. And the next thing I'm going to do is to, oh my god, where is my Fanta? Oh god. Okay guys, I need to look for my Fanta. I think I misplaced my Fanta. I can't find my Fanta bottle. I think it's alright. Oh, here it is. Alright, I'm going to click on this, open, and I have it here. I'm going to drag this here, drag it to this place I'm working on, and this is it. Looks good. I'm going to bring this below. Yeah, exactly. So this is what it looks like. It's looking good already. This is what it looks like. So a few touch-ups needs to be done here on my bottle. I'm going to clean the white I want to clean the white things on the edges. So I'll just grab my eraser tool by clicking on E on the keyboard, or simply click on this, change this to eraser tool, and I want to clean some parts, yes, that I do not like. Be careful so you don't clean the whole bottle. Be careful so you don't end up cleaning the whole bottle. Drag this up and clean it a little bit more. Alright, I think so far so well. This is okay. Alright, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hide this layer. I'm going to unclick this, and let's see what I have and what it looks like. Alright, I'm going to drag this down a little, then drag this down a little bit, and turn this on so I can see what I'm working on, and also drag this a little, convert this to a smart object, Command and T, Control T on PC, and resize this bottle a little bit. Let's resize it a little bit, and when we're done, enter. Okay. Alright, so the next step is this. I would have to create a layer mask for this. Simply click on this to create a layer mask, and also create a layer mask for this. Alright, make sure your black is selected here. Make sure black is selected here, and click on your brush tool, B, and click on your curly braces key to reduce it, and the other key to increase it. Or you can increase from here or reduce from here, whichever one works your both. So the next thing we're going to do is to zoom this in, and we want to clean up. Yes, we want to clean this up a little. Clean this up. Clean this up. Now, most of everything we're doing here is we're doing it with the principles we learned earlier. So don't feel like we are doing something new and strange. So we're doing all this with the principles we learned earlier. So I'm going to clean this thoroughly. I'm going to click on this and also clean it. I don't want to see this water. I'm going to clean this as well. Let to be very clean. Very clean. Alright, this is what we have. I have now. Alright, make sure we clean this very well. And alright, this looks a little bit okay. And I'm going to select this, hold your command, select this, and drag it down. Select your move tool and hold shift and drag this all down. Alright, this is fine. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my Fanta logo. I have it here. Okay, I've used this already. I have my Fanta logo here. This is it. I'm going to drag it and let it be here. Alright, I'm going to bring in my orange tree, drag it in here, Yeah, it's looking so big. Convert to smart objects. Command T, hold shift and drag it down. Make sure you drag it down, like really down. Drag it. Alright, so this is what I have. And it's really looking good already. This is what I have here. And let's see if I can take this behind here. No, it doesn't really make sense. So let's return it back here. And somewhere around here is fine. Alright. And so I do not need this anymore. I'm going to close this. I'm going to close my I want to close the orange tree. I don't need it anymore. Now the next thing I'm going to do is bring in. I don't need this island anymore. I'm going to clean it, and the next thing I'm going to do is bring in my clouds. Drag this here. This is okay. And somewhere around here is fine. Control plus to zoom in. So let's leave this like this. It is okay. And somewhere around here. Now we're going to duplicate this. Hold your Alt and drag. We have a duplicate of this here. We're going to make smaller versions of this. Hold your Alt and okay, before you keep holding your Alt, I want you to make this and join them and make it in a group by clicking on group from layers. Alright, group from layers, and I'll name this clouds. Enter. Alright, so I can click on this and I can hold my Alt key and drag. I can also hold Command T to resize this, make it a little bit smaller. Command T to enter, and we're getting closer. Alt to duplicate again. Alt to duplicate again. Want something around here. Drag, enter. And we're going to duplicate for the last time. Click on Alt and drag. And we have something here. So I would like this ones to be behind the bottle. So you might be asking, how do we achieve that? So we would have to take this for us to make it behind the bottle. Let's resize it a little. We have to drag it down. Drag it down here. Exactly. Drag this one down here. And it's making sense already. Alright, the next thing I'm going to do is bring in my bed, drag and place here, drag it up so it comes above it comes on top of the bottle. I want it here, and I also want another bed. I'm going to click on my Alt, drag. I've duplicated this. I'm going to resize this by clicking on Command T and resizing it from here, whichever one that works for you. I'll resize it from here. Now notice that I'm using the principle of proportion here, because in proportion it states that objects that are far would not appear close. Objects that are small are mostly far. Exactly. So now if I'm to make this using the principle of proportion, you notice that this image, this bed is closer than this one here. And I also need to resize it a little bit, and then Command T, and I'm going to change this to horizontal. Exactly. So this is what I have. Let's push it back a little. Perfect. And this is my bed. I'm going to add a shadow. Let's drag this up a little and name it bed. This is another bed. Let's drag it up a little and name it bird or small bird. All right. Alright, so far this is where we are now. In our next class, in our next lesson, we will continue from designing an ad, and I want you to stay tuned and relax. I'll see you in the next lesson. Alright guys, welcome back. In this lesson, we're playing with shadows, and we'll be doing that quickly. So Command plus to zoom in. Let's create a shadow here, and we'll do that by duplicating the bed. Right click, duplicate layer, OK, or Ctrl Z. You can also do that by clicking Command J to duplicate. Command J. Alright, and I'm going to change this to a dark color. This is OK. I'm going to rasterize layer style and bring this to the back. Now I'm going to filter. I'm going to blur and Gaussian blur somewhere around 8, okay, 7, 5 works. Alright, I have a shadow. I'm going to drag this here a little and reduce the opacity. I'm also going to create a layer mask here and click on B, the brush tool. All you just need to know is that the layer marks always work with the brush tool. So after doing this, I'm just going to clean the part I do not need. Yes, and this is the part I need to make it more realistic. I'm going to reduce my opacity to somewhere around 54 for 50. It's fine. Alright guys, and the next thing I'm going to do here is to create. Notice we didn't clean this really well. Let's clean this the same way. Alright. Okay. Click on this. It's clean. Alright, I'm going to create some shadows by clicking on the new layer. Click on the new layer and I'll drag this down. Let's drag it somewhere around here and change this to black. Click OK, and we want to increase the size of our brush, and we're going to reduce this like so, and we're going to be working on, let's increase this to around 1000. It's too much. Let's reduce it with our curly braces, reduce it, and let's put some things here, some shadows by this side, creating a realistic look. Alright, when we're done, return this back to its normal way. Create another, name this shadow 1, create another layer and name it shadow 2. Enter, and this is what I'm going to do. Very simple, just paint around here and bring the shadows back. Be careful not to over paint so you don't get too much shadows. Alright, so this is fine for me. I have my shadows and it's looking a bit realistic. Then the next thing I'm going to do is to add some lights on this. Create a new layer up here Let's shrink this in. Put the new layer up here. Name it lights. And we're going to change what we are going to swap this. So I'll get to use this color for my lights. Alright. Click on my brush tool B. Increase the size. And I'm going to paint on here. Change this to screen. No. This doesn't look good. Ctrl Z to undo. I'm going to change this color to something around here. Or here. Something around, let's do something around here. And click OK. And paint. Select screen. And just in case you're not satisfied with this, you can reduce the hue and saturation, or you can increase it. First, we have to increase the size of this by holding Command T and drag this to really get what we want. Okay. Command U to bring in the hue and saturation panel. And we're going to increase the saturation, change the hue if possible. Somewhere around here is fine. I'm going to reduce the opacity so it becomes subtle. Okay, so this is fine. And finally, the next thing I'm going to add here is I'm going to add some lightings over here. I'm going to add some highlights rather over here. I'm going to add some highlight over here, this part. And how do I do that? Now just locate my bottle, and this is it. I'm going to create a layer on it and create a clipping mask. And the next thing I'm going to do is change this to overlay and select white. Okay, and this is what I'm going to do. Just brush it like this, like so. Exactly. And tada, we are here. Finally, I'm going to add some tests to it. Click on the test tool, and just type what you want to type. I think what I used was both choice, both tests. So both choice, all caps, sorry, bold choice, bold tests. Let's resize this to somewhere around, oh my god, we made a mistake. Bold choice, bold tests. I'm going to centralize this. Okay. I'm going to drag this like so. And double click on this to summon your blending option tool. I'm going to put a shadow beneath it, and this is perfect. And just the same way I made the movie poster pop, that's the same thing that you can also do here to make this design pop. But be careful not to over increase the colors, because the saturation is looking so much already. So just maintain it. You can work with some adjustment to probably levels. You can increase it a little. You can increase your levels a little. Here is fine. And I also like working with color balance here. I like increasing my blues, and this is the nice feel. So guys, this is what we have, and I hope you learned a lot from this. Now, just in case I was fast at some point, always feel free to rewind this video and check one or two things that you missed out. You can always rewind this video to check one or two things you missed out and try and replicate something like this. Alright, thanks for staying tuned for the second project, and finally the last project. I'll see you in the next lesson.